Hey, what's going on? This is the Political Brown Kid. Wanted to say hello to all my internet travelers out there, social media travelers. I want to talk about this one subject. Hopefully, I'll make it quick. But remember to like and subscribe and also leave comments because I love to go back and forth and have good constructive dialogue with people. What I want to talk about is the one thing that kind of infuriates me. It frustrates me to the point of almost infuriation about my own people. When I say my own people, I'm talking about my Nubians, my black people out there throughout the diaspora. The one thing that really, really frustrates me is how quickly we give up on each other, but we don't give up on other people the way we give up on each other. So that goes to show me there's a lack of, and again, you're going to find that as a theme on my channel because that's the one thing that I want to work for us to solve. Let's be problem solvers on the internet, not just talk about problems. Let's try to solve problems. But you notice we'll give up on each other quickly, but we don't give up on others. And I'm gonna give you some examples of that. Um, One example being there's these passport bros. And again, like I told y'all before, if you've been watching some of my videos, you'll see that, again, I haven't, like, up until October of 2022, I didn't know anything about passport bros. Didn't know anything about passport bros, red pill community, none of that. But there was this whole passport bros videos, and I watched a few of them, and I learned out what the terminology was basically, really. And then I came across this video, and I kind of know the guy who created it, but I'm not even going to plug them. Um, but they made this video that basically it was about this black woman pleading with black men to not be passport bros. And she wanted black men to forgive local or national, which is the United States. You wanted black men to forgive black women and come back and try to reconcile and not go overseas and become passport bros to entertain other women from other nations. And the guy showed her, giving her plea and making her case, and she sounded sincere and she sounded honest and she did her plea. It was about a 30-second, 1 minute video, I guess. And then when he cut the video off, he was like, "No, we're not coming back. We're done with you." And then, he totally rejected, she's given an apology on behalf of all black women. And then here he's going to say, "We're done with you. We're going overseas and we're doing our own thing." And it's just like so quickly we give up on our own people. And I can give you another example too. We're going to give up on our own women, not just our own people, but specifically our own women. Another example could be black people, and we've been conditioned for this, is we'll walk into a black establishment. And yes, sometimes there are some stores that do have challenges because they don't have the financial resources, or maybe they just don't have the business acumen, but they're trying. But they'll set up a store and we'll walk into that business and we can find everything wrong with it. And then we give up. We automatically say, "That's why I don't support black businesses because, you know, it looks like this, or they don't know how to be professional, or, they're going to rip you off." And, we always look for the negative, and then we totally give up on all black businesses or all black women because we have bad experiences. But I can point to several bad experiences that I know that black males have had with white females in relationships. And I can also point to experiences where black people had bad experiences with white businesses. White people had bad experiences with white businesses. Ask Bernie Madoff's customers. But you don't see people giving up on those businesses. They'll still give those businesses chances. You'll still give those women chances. And the most infuriating thing is that we'll quickly give up on our own people. But look at black people. Been in America for 400 years. And what's the definition? I hate this terminology because it's not even the proper definition for insanity. The definition for insanity is not doing the same thing over and over with the same results. That's not the definition. But I'm going to use that cliche right here. I hate using cliches, but I'll use it right here. But I'm going to use it in this context of that. If that's what other people want to say, that insanity is doing the same thing over and over again with the similar results. Well, why is it that blacks have been in America, and not just America, but throughout the diaspora, doing the same thing over and over again, trying to win over the white man's love, affection, and acceptance, and getting the same results? Ever since slavery, Reconstruction, Jim Crow, segregation, in to today's times, and over in Africa, you can look at apartheid. You can look at all of these situations. You can look at Emmett Till, Rodney King, George Floyd. You can look at all of these scenarios, and again, we'll still say, well, it has the potential to be great, and I'm an American, and this is my country. It's your country. You fought in Vietnam, you fought in World War II, you fought in Afghanistan, and you're still fighting and fighting, and you're still being treated as second-class citizens, still discriminated against, but you haven't given up on America. You haven't given up on white women. Ask Kanye West. He just got dogged out by a white woman. Ever since he made College Dropout, first thing he talked about was his black girlfriend that was a Delta. And after he became successful, he can't find his way back to a black woman. Got a white woman here in Kim Kardashian that's already got enough money, and you still got to give her $200,000 a month. And then you've moved on to another white woman that looks similar to Kim Kardashian. These are the things that I'm talking about. You don't see Tiger Woods giving up on, well, he don't even consider himself black. And that's a whole nother story. But we don't give up on these. You don't see Garcelle Bouvier, whatever her name is. She done got dogged out by several white men, done cheated on her. And she hasn't given up on a white man. But we give up on our own people. And I think it's very sad, and it's very telling about us. And it's almost kind of proven to me that we kind of deserve to be slaves. I shouldn't even say we deserve to be slaves, because no one deserves to be something. But it's kind of like, well, why? I can see why, the indigenous Americans, they tried to enslave them and it didn't work. They tried to enslave other whites and that didn't work. But got the black man. They didn't even touch the Asians. Didn't even touch the Asians. But when it came down to Africans, boy, they got us. They not only got us and brought us over to America, they went over and colonized Africa. Didn't do it with China or Asia, in the Asian continent. And even the indigenous Americans, they at least fought and said, hell, I'd rather die. And then the whole standoff, at least now, they're like, well, I'd rather live on my reservation and become an alcoholic and just be pushed up into a small corner of the United States of America than to totally, let you dominate over me and subjugate me. But black people, we are so willing to win white people's affection and to integrate and follow in Martin Luther King. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, because I'm going to do a video on it, and it's a spoiler alert, but I'm going to talk about Martin Luther King, and it's not going to be nice. But we are so willing to win white people's affections over that we'll sell our souls. But when it comes time to reconcile with our own people, we can't even find it in our hearts to do so. But that's all I'm going to say. This is the Political Brown Kid. Again, hit the like and subscribe, and definitely leave comments. Political Brown Kid signing off. Have a good day.